Chat. Yo, yo, what up? Today we got Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson. I know we've been getting a lot of requests for me to tap in with the Magic Bird. I said, yeah, Magic Bird series. So here we go, man.
The key, many feel, to beating Michigan State is to take the early lead. When the Spartans get in front in a hurry, they're really tough. Johnson traveling. Johnson. Very good defense posted up, Al. 23, Steve Reed, unheralded, but an excellent shooter, a sophomore. And here's the great player, Bird. Reed open. Indiana State
Good
takes
pass.
the early lead. Very interesting that Larry Bird is going ahead and playing the same kind of offense that they would against the man-to-man.
I don't think Indiana State's going to be able to stay man-to-man. Michigan State will force him into his
Good
zone.
pass.
Ron Charles on a feed from Calqc ties it up. Now watch this double stack down here for Larry Bird to try to get open early. Carl Nix. Rebound Johnson. Magic Johnson with the ball. Oh!
Yay!
And he is fouled. Look at Ervin Magic Johnson. One of the great things that Ervin Johnson can do is out of the zone matchup defense. He's a great rebounder and never has to make an outlet pass because he is the outlet pass himself. Nix cuts him out from underneath, but he made the shot anyway. To compete on the collegiate level again next year.
And also in the Olympics in Russia.
5-2, Michigan State on the three-point play by All-American Ervin Johnson. Bird, first basket will make him number 5 all-time. Calqc rebounds. Johnson with a magic.
Oh, he was close.
Bird rebound. So it's from one great player to another, and Calqc knocked it up court. Not
Larry Bird's trying to get in the middle of the zone and manhandle Charles in there.
Oh. Ah.
2-on-2. Berkovich. And Donnelly will slow it up. Calqc. Over the big assignment, both ends of the floor.
I thought they put Bird on Charles because he's not expendable.
See, Bird is. No, that ain't Bird. That's somebody else. I was about to say, man, Bird still not bringing the ball up the floor. Like, imagine if he was allowed to.
Bird's going to try to move through the matchup zone, taking men with him. It's awful difficult not to follow him through because when he gets it, he can make the play. Johnson to Calqc. The academic All-American can't hit it. Rebound Bird. Indiana State has its first opportunity, well, after the opening bucket, to take and regain the lead. Bird, 20-footer. And a foul on right away to play. Turnaround jump shot, not there. Dishes off inside. Gilbert goes up. He's a great leaper from inside. An interesting early timeout called by Michigan State.
Quick move inside their zone with Larry Bird cutting across it, and he adjusted it.
If Larry Bird makes this free throw, he becomes the number 5 scorer in college history. He now joins a select group: Pete Maravich, Freeman Williams, Oscar Robertson, Elvin Hayes, and Larry Bird, number 5. Al, I think they're going to bring Magic more outside because Miley handles him down there when he posts up. He might be better off playing a guard position. Good defense by Indiana State. Bird is on Calqc, knocks it away. Nix against Donnelly, and he's going to slow it down. Oh, what a pass by Bird, but it handcuffed Gilbert. Gilbert didn't come to meet the pass that time. It was there.
Watch on the weak side, they're helping out inside on the bucket. If Johnson posts up, Bird will help out. If Calqc posts up, Miley will help out.
Calqc handing off another easy 2 to Charles. They're overplaying Calqc, and he's fed 2 easy layups. to Ron Charles. Well, Alex Gilbert tried to help out that time. When he helped out, no guard pulled back in. Gilbert, baseline. Ervin Johnson brings it down court for Michigan State. Oh, deflected out of bounds. No, last.
Look, too
Here we
much
see the play
sauce on
inside.
that one.
Calqc makes his move. Now coming on. Indiana State with the ball, trailing by 1. 4 minutes gone. Bird. Oh, what a shooter.
They're having a problem trying to adjust the Bird going across the baseline of the zone and trying to nest in the middle here, which I said at the top of the show.
Bird with 4 points. Indiana State leads by 1. Calqc. Donley shoots rarely. Right down the bottom of the well. And Michigan State leads 9-8 with 4.5 minutes gone. Greg Calqc has a great first step, and what he's doing is giving Larry Bird a lot, and they're trying to help Bird out a little bit. Therefore, other people are open away from the ball. Carl Nix, 20-footer, way short. Donley gets the long carom. Remember, the most valuable player in this game, Gillette Razor Company will send a $5,000 check in his honor to that institution. Greg
Nice.
Calqc shooting for 2,000 points in his career, more than any Spartan ever, has given Michigan State its biggest lead.
That was the best offensive play of the game so far.
Nix has it stolen away. 3-on-1. Berkovich scores.
Hey,
Basket good. Foul.
that's
is
an
on.
N1.
Reed of Indiana State.
Yep.
Before Calqc beat Bird on the baseline. Gilbert didn't slide over to protect. Here we have Magic Johnson throwing the ball out. 3-on-1, as you said, Dick. Berkovich takes it right to the hole. Reed not in position.
He tried to
stop
poke
him.
on something.
Coming on
Low
down, they
key.
call a foul on Reed.
When Reed moved his arm, that's a foul. If you get position, you must hold and not move any part of your body. Otherwise, it's a blocking foul.
Bill Hodges trying to get an advantage over there. Telling his assistants, just relax and sit down. There was a blocking call. Is he calling that a 2-shot foul? I can't believe he did, because he certainly didn't cut his legs out. He was standing there to draw the charge. Called it a flagrant foul. I can't buy that one at all. Berkovich, the best 0.7% on the year. This only 9 of 59. That flagrant foul, Al, a man's got to deliberately try to cut your legs out from underneath you, and he was just standing there waiting.
Yeah, flagrant is crazy.
Michigan State, and this is what they've done throughout the tournament, take the early lead, and they have steamrollered a couple of clubs. Closest anyone has come to Michigan State, Notre Dame, and they lost by 12. Ron Charles picking up Bird, coming across the lane, and then as soon as he goes past the lane, he's picked up by Calqc. Watch him coming across. Larry Bird took a shot.
They don't know what to do without Bird.
He got hung in the air. He wanted to give it to
Y'all
Al.
gotta let
Couldn't get it in.
Bird facilitate.
Johnson to Calqc, and a foul on Gilbert. Indiana State, his first.
Billy, I think Calqc cleared.
That's what make Bird so dangerous, is his passing, bro. You know, he already big at 6'10". And he can pass.
The score, Michigan State early. You've got to be patient to look for some openings. You're not going to be able to get that shot up right away against the matchup zone they play. Greg Calqc looking for his 4th point. And Michigan State now has doubled the score, 16-8. We played less than 6 minutes. And this, Alice, where you say the zone gets tougher.
Yes.
They start backing that zone up, making it tougher and tougher to get it inside. Oh, he double dribbled. Yes, he did. Got away with it. Bird dumps it off, and he was fouled by Donley.
2-shot foul instead of just a 1-shot foul and take the ball out the side.
Ron Charles almost playing Bird man-to-man when he's in any area in the middle of that matchup zone. We're about to see our first substitute. Bob Heaton is checking in at the scores table. He's been their dramatic star, winning 4 games at the buzzer this year.
He's a good outside shooter. Indiana State gets stronger as they move in their subs.
Comes Bob Heaton. He's from a small Indiana town, 150 population, Corey, Indiana. and good shooter. Dick, now they have an unusual defensive matchup
I ain't
coming.
never
They
heard of
have
this
three
place.
guards. Take
Corey, Indiana.
Bob Heaton is not a guard. He can play guard and play forward.
Bird inside to score. College basketball's player of the year, Larry Bird, has 6 points. Looks
What?
like Heaton's going to take the center.
Said Bird went 16 for 19 in his last game. That's crazy.
Calqc, 20-footer. Rebound, Riley. And here comes Indiana State. The Sycamores trail by 6. 13 minutes left first half.
Calqc's got to start perking.
I'm sure Judge Heathcote likes where he is, but if he puts a big man in the game right now, he'd sure have domination on the board. Heaton misses, Calqc rebounds, and here's Magic Johnson with the ball.
They don't give Magic Johnson a ball until he gets into the offensive end of the court.
Johnson from Calqc scores.
Nice.
Got a break. Calqc is bleeding from the nose or mouth. He apparently was struck in getting that last rebound. Calqc can't hit. Charles takes it away from his own teammate.
Chat, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Hit that like for your boy. The more likes this video get, the more, YouTube pushes my vid out for more people to see, for more people to join the community, and for us to just grow bigger. I feel like it's so many people that still haven't discovered my channel. I'm gonna cut this audio back on, but y'all, when I say I lost count of how many days in a row I've been uploading, we almost at 2 months. We like a week away from 2 months, but it's just like it's just crazy to me, dog. How I lost count. Like right now, filming this video, I'm off of 3 hours of sleep. Now I could sleep longer, yeah, but I don't know. I heard something early that kind of woke me up, and I was just gonna chill and relax and I don't know, maybe just edit, cut some music on. But I'm like, I just had a itch for watching old school hoops. Hey, here you go, Bird.
Left thumb on that left hand.
Well, all he has to do with that, they're not allowed anything but a foam sponge and tape around it. That's an NCAA rule.
18 to 12, Michigan State with the ball and the lead. Magic Johnson from 15, and he loves to
Ooh,
hit that backboard.
Certainly can't hit the outside shot, can he?
7 for Johnson and 8 for Bird so far. He's proven in this tournament particularly that he has nice range, that 15 to 18-foot shot can hit them all.
yeah, Magic do everything.
Good patience by Indiana State. They're not just firing it up on the outside, they're looking to get the ball in.
Good
There's
pass.
Nix inside, and the basket is allowed. A foul against Michigan State. Trying to get position. You see Magic Johnson shielding one way. Here comes Charles over. Double teamed. He goes underneath the two, puts it up left hand. Now
Wow.
watch him bounce for the offensive rebound. He is a tough player and a constant movement.
He has complete control of his body.
Foul was on Greg Calqc, Michigan State, his second. And Calqc looking for the three-point play. He just made his first points of the night. 20 to 15, the Spartans lead cut to 5 as we approach the halfway mark of this first 20-minute period.
They're setting up a trap right now.
Second quarter, y'all.
Jay Vincent in the game. Now you really have the power team.
College really go by halves, but it's 10 minutes left in the first half, so I just put it in quarters like the NBA. This is basically second quarter right now.
An easy tap, and he's very quick off his feet.
Bill Hodges realizes he's awful small across the front line right now. He's coming that zone.
One more. Ah, you gotta shoot that, man.
Really do jam inside. Heaton was fouled.
Some of the mid ranges be opening, and they do not be pulling. Maybe it's confidence. Or maybe they just trying to get a better shot than that.
He has Bird in the front line, and they can go up.
Bob Heaton got his arm caught in a corn picking machine when he was 11 years of age. They got 60 stitches in his left arm.
22-17. Michigan State by 5. The winner replaces the University of Kentucky as basketball champions. Away from the ball. He's from 10. Doesn't get the ball down low. He's trying to fight him off defensively before he ever handles it. You see it right here. Now watch him. He doesn't want Magic to get that ball. Using his hands, trying to gain advantage, and there was the foul.
That's a foul?
Inside to Johnson. Over Staley. Not there. Rebound Bird and a foul. Billy? Well,
I don't agree with that foul personally, but okay.
Calqc down 2 fouls. That's probably why he said.
I believe in the first half you save a man after 2 fouls. The second half you save him after 3. When he gets 4 fouls, let him go. He's no good to you.
He's coming back in. The Sycamores trying to cut into that 5-point lead. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left.
Look at all that space, man. Use that.
Magic Johnson, Larry Bird to music in slow motion. Don't Indiana. Games at that turnover list. Her son committed 11 mistakes. Bob Heaton. Rebound Donnelly. The secondary players are not hitting that perimeter shot. Oh,
This defense, Bird.
and he saves it.
That was an alley-oop pass almost, trying to get it into Calqc.
Standing ovation from some of the fans, and they're not in the Indiana State section. Bird hanging. Can't
Nah.
Johnson to Berkovich. 3-on-2. Vincent fouled by Heaton. Set with himself missing that shot. Here you go, Magic Johnson throwing it up, and look at Bird hustling down the floor. Now he was under the basket when that play started to develop. Went the full 90 feet for the interception.
The bird that flies the highest sees the forest.
Bird always hustling. It seemed like every video he got a hustle play. He's one of the best hustlers I ever saw. Like hustling for loose ball. Him and Dennis Rodman, for sure.
Jay Vincent, he's from Lansing, Michigan.
And Michael Jordan. Jordan is good at grabbing loose ball too.
Michigan State campus. That's Vincent's first point. He's playing on a very sore right foot. 9 minutes left in the first half.
They need this basket right here.
Larry Bird's getting buried in that zone a little bit. Oh, Nix hammers in a two-pointer, 23-19.
That's very important. Carl Nick's got to start penetrating into the zone, then either kick off or shoot the ball.
Larry Bird with the arm step.
Was left on.
And be constantly moving in the offensive end is tough. Team fouls, both have 6. Johnson can't connect, gets his own rebound, and can't score. Foul underneath. From now, he high jumps 7 feet.
He has a 40-inch vertical jump.
Johnson family, I believe that's his grandfather. Jesse Johnson. A miss.
Dang.
Foul.
He looked like he broke his wing that time when he's laying on the floor.
Here we'll see it right here. He's going up. A lot of bodies battling. No question about the foul. He got knocked to the floor. Here it is again. A Bird and a foul. Definitely got fouled right here. Watch him get knocked to the floor, and they say it's Michigan State out of bounds. Tough call for Indiana State.
There he goes. He let his head go back at the end in frustration.
He caught a pretty good elbow in the back of the head.
Oh, he's tough, kid. He's tough.
There's that man-to-man out of bounds again, Al.
It was a block.
His shares of all-time in college basketball are beautiful block. Inside Vincent.
Goaltender.
Here, and you were right, Dick. It never would have gone in. Al, as you pointed out, his 6th and 7th men may be better than his 4th and 5th, but he gives them a try, gets them back in there later.
He never takes a ball player out of a game for a mistake. He takes him out for defensive or offensive adjustment.
Larry Bird, way on the top, but Calqc can't handle the boundary. Jumps off. Indiana State, 19, 8 minutes left, first half. And your space eaters in the middle, Al. Jay Vincent, number 31, takes up a lot of room inside that zone.
Gabe Vincent. I wonder if that's Lakers Gabe Vincent dad.
That's a tough matchup. Calqc very nearly.
If you notice, because they don't give the ball to Magic Johnson so they get into the offensive zone.
Calqc, 18-footer, not there. Rebound, Gilbert, and a foul. The whistle to the floor. Into King, a veteran here. You go 33-0. Way off the line. Gilbert, notoriously bad free throw shooter, but Bird
Wow.
can't score.
Alex stands up and off the glass when he shoots a foul shot.
26-19.
Boy, that defense clogs things up so beautifully.
Bird, way short. That was partially blocked by Berkovich. Knicks, beautiful pass to Gilbert, and I thought they were going
Zone.
He playing good defense on Bird.
That's a pretty good block coming over the top.
For you know, especially the talent that Bird has, I ain't gonna lie, the Spartans playing good D.
7% free throw shooter, incredible.
He got him too is the fact that he has decent form. It's got to be concentration on his part.
Well,
Luke Chamberlain had the same problem. I believe he should play the shot off the backboard, and if it misses, at least the rebound will go further out into the area where you have your own men.
inside is Vincent to score, and Michigan State now has jumped into a 9-point lead. 7 minutes left, first half. Sycamores really need a bucket this trip down court. Bird with a good save. What hands? Wow. The basket is not allowed. They're calling the foul on Larry Bird.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Larry Bird's getting a little frustrated now because he can't find an opening in which he can get his offensive move started.
You watch, he drops his shoulder in a moment, gets the ball over here, gives a head fake. Watch this, he gives a head fake. Now he drops his shoulder in.
I treat you good, I treat you well.
They touched Calqc, pretty good acting job by
Treat
Calqc.
you
State scores here. Indiana has to call a timeout.
Magic
Nice
Johnson
shot.
hanging and hitting a 12-footer. 30-19, the Spartans lead. 6:28 remaining in the first half. No timeout called by the Sycamores.
Anytime Larry Bird touches it, there's about 3 people in his area.
Bird left alone. He's automatic.
Doesn't tighten up. Puts his shot up the same way every time. He missed about 4 shots in a row. The 5th one, exactly the same form.
10 points for Magic Johnson, 10 points for Larry Bird.
Vincent's doing a good job out there.
Well, Judd Heathcote said he'll play as long and as hard as he has to.
Johnson inside, follows his own shot, and Bird saves it. 30-21, Michigan State. 5.5 minutes remaining. First half.
Steve Reed has to start shooting from the top of that key.
Nix will fire and hit. Carl Nix has hit 2 in a row, has 7 points.
Now Magic Johnson's moving to the backcourt. Gonna start.
What the?
Miley on it. Here's a forward playing against the guard because Johnson at 6'8" creates unusual problems defensively. Out of bounds to Michigan State.
When Magic Johnson brings the ball up, he's going to pass off to one of the guards.
First half. The Spartans lead the Sycamores and Bird matchup. 2 more rebounds.
They got the same
5
stats.
minutes left to go for the half.
Calqc off to Johnson, wide open. Calqc has become the assist man in this first half.
We really have 4 front court men in the game right now for Michigan State, and Berkovich is a good leaper at about 6'4". They've changed their zone defense completely.
Nix way off the mark. Rebound Charles. Johnson 3-on-1. Here it goes.
Hey.
The alley-oop to Greg Calqc.
Dick, this is going to be a very critical time for Indiana State because this is a massive lineup that Michigan State has in the game right now. All the big
Two men
people.
in that zone. Somebody has to be open when they collapse the zone. 2 men on a wing. Bird deep in the corner. Push off. Ervin Johnson.
Here we're going to see the play. Of course, Calqc's already moved, getting himself in position. Look at the timing here between those 2 great individuals. Well, the thing I think it really hurts is I believe in the game, the zone was really going to be tough to get anything inside on.
Miley has not scored in the game. Calqc rebound. Michigan State with an
He
11-point
got off
lead.
that
That's the
rebound.
largest of the game.
Foul shooting is hurting Indiana State. That was the front of a 1-on-1 that time.
Inside to Calqc. A little short. Heaton gets the rebound on a tip out.
Need a basket bad.
I'm surprised Larry Bird's finding himself over in Calqc's side all the time. Calqc is such a great leaper over there. Of course, Charles is too, so it's out of the frying pan into the fire no matter where you go, I guess.
Charles has taken that backline spot that Ervin Johnson usually works.
See, Jay Vincent being able to play really helps Michigan State.
Nice play by Charles. Intercepts the pass intended for Bird.
Indiana State stays in a hard man-to-man. Oh, they open up. Calqc goes.
Oh, good help by Carl Nix. Real good help.
Yeah, Miley fell down and Nix came in to pick up Calqc, who had design on driving. Less than 3 minutes left in the first half. Berkovich on the live, traveling. And there's a momentum. Much more contained in this collector's issue. Send a check or money order for $4 to NCAA program. Box 1979, Lexington, Kentucky 40594. Preceding message was furnished by the NCAA.
Al, nobody's tried to screen any of those front guys. They've got to get some guard play out here, taking some shots in the perimeter. There's one.
Heaton can't hit. Rebound to Vincent. You saw that zone again, collapsing in.
Yeah, they're losing their poise a little bit, Indiana State.
Oh, you knew it was coming.
But there was the iron.
Watch how high they get up. Excuse me, Billy, go ahead.
You knew it was coming. Brad Miley had been kind of lulled to sleep a little bit by Calqc. There he goes.
Oh.
Two great leapers going against each other.
Dang.
Oh, that's unbelievable, the height that Gilbert gets up.
It is unbelievable.
Dick Enberg with Al McGuire and Billy Packer. Salt Lake City, the final game of this 1979 season. In command and now leads by 11 points. Although their star magic as Gilbert with 3 takes a rest. Calqc looking for his 7th point. Biggest lead for Michigan State, 35-23. And now Johnson the
12-point
cheerleader.
game.
Special K is a great ball player.
Bob Heaton, he hits a clutch goal. It's 35-25, 4 for Heaton.
That's what it'll take to open some things up for Bird. Perimeter shots by the...
Yo, chat, I just noticed it ain't no three-point line.
Nix, a near interception. Indiana State has been in more close games, at least of late. They've won 2 games
it
in this
ain't no
tournament by 2
three-point
points.
line at
The
all.
last 2 against Arkansas. Easy time. Some thought if it was a close game, it would
That's
be to the
crazy.
advantage of Indiana State.
I believe that because Indiana State has been
Ooh,
through, Michigan State has been
oh.
blowing teams out, and the tendency is to tighten up in a close game.
Berkovich had an easy 15-footer and overpass. Indiana State gets a break.
Bird on top of his game again defensively.
Give it to Heaton in the corner. He's free. Give it to him. There he is. Shoot it up.
2 for 2 for Bob Heaton. How do you know those things?
Okay,
That's
Bob.
what I got paid for 19 years of coaching. It's automatic.
A minute and a half left in this first 20 minutes.
Good shot,
Michigan
man.
State by 8. Heaton has 6 points.
Going to be Gonzalez coming in the game to play that back line. Good patience by Calqc. He doesn't try to force the shot.
Both outstanding coaching.
Minute 8 looks like they're trying to set up a while.
Yeah, big difference whether it's a 10-point or a 6-point halftime differential.
Yeah, when you go in with double digits down, psychologically it affects you. Michigan State, if they can do it, I don't think they can hold it for 54 seconds.
Excuse me, chat. That's definitely a five.
The cookie
Doing marriage.
playing, watching. He does everything but sell programs.
And here's a guy.
Magic smart too. Like he uses height to his advantage. You know, like and he's not a great 3-point shooter, so he don't be forcing like Paolo Banchero.
9 points in Michigan State.
Coach at Indiana State for
Heaton can't hit. Bird saves it. Open is Nix.
Ooh,
Play by Greg Bird.
he just snatched that.
Open is Nix.
Oh,
Play by Greg Calqc. He took it right out of his
Greg
hand.
Calqc.
Special K.
Wow.
Incredible play. Down to the final seconds of this first half. A 10-point lead. There goes Calqc. Lost the ball to Bird. And a foul on Calqc.
That's a smart play by Larry Bird. That's his third.
That's a very smart play. It's a very
Play
smart
for
play.
one. Great catch by Calqc. Comes down and rips it on. Bird touched it a little bit. Picks it up. Now Bird, being smart, realizes Calcer's coming. Just goes underneath him and lets him draw the foul.
That's really a thin call, isn't it?
Well, a man knocks him down. I think
But he
it's
was
a good call.
falling. I mean, again, it points out the acting.
It is a
You have to
flop,
be
but
a dramatist in order to play this game anymore.
Beautiful, Dick, beautiful.
Well, Nix got hit on the other end of the court a moment before.
You like the
I don't know how to
falling
say. I don't know how to say dramatist, but I think that's what you're trying to say, Professor.
37-28, final second. Jay Vincent and Charles has it knocked away to Indiana State at the buzzer. The end of the first.
yeah, in that.
Hodges.
We ain't worried about that 1
In
second.
the first half, Gilbert got it in that half, but it went back to Johnson.
That's something new. A tip at the second half. When did they stop doing that?
And Calqc for Michigan State. Nix and Reed, the guards for Indiana State. Bird, Wiley, Gilbert, the front line. Calqc. Hits it.
This is a good game, bro.
Boy, he felt the defensive pressure coming from the weak side that time and pulled up for the jumper.
Michigan State's biggest lead was 12 points in the first half. Indiana State led last at 8-7 early in the game.
Steve Reed got to shoot. Put it up.
Wide open. Can't hit it. Rebound Charles. Magic Johnson.
Now they're just ignoring Reed and, of course, Miley in the particular, any kind of offensive structure they have, and that's hurting them.
Wow.
That's how the
Good
game
shot.
began
Good
with a
pass.
left-hander hitting a jumper from the side. He has 4 points, one early in the game, one early in this half.
We can watch him coming down. All the pressure is completely on Larry Bird right now. Look at the pressure around him. 2-3 men.
And he's short. The second half does not start well for the Sycamores.
Johnson going outside, directing that offense. He's switching with Donnelly a little bit.
Almost turned it over. Back door to Charles.
Ooh.
And he is fouled.
He was
Gilbert
close.
It goes back door on Gilbert, and obviously it should have been a simple.
by Bill
He's
Hodges
close.
to replace Gilbert.
Well, he's down now. He's going to have to play for all the marbles.
Ron Charles from the Virgin Islands. He was a member of the Virgin Island Pan American team at the age of 16.
He started the first 19 games this year. Berkovich knocked him out of the starting spot.
Charles has 18 points.
Charles, everybody following Larry Bird wherever he goes. They just won't let him touch that ball. Which means Reed's got to be open.
Bird short again.
It's a tough
Wiley
shot.
rebounds. Bird. And they're right at the
Yeah,
basket.
double.
And the green and white. Cold shooting night, but obviously a great defense from the Spartan, hawking him throughout.
Plenty of time left. There's over 17 minutes left.
Johnson pass deflected out to Berkovich.
Both teams are playing good defense. Nobody getting anything easy out here.
Indiana's trying to trap.
Calqc and Bird are matched up on the Indiana State defense. There they
Yeah,
are.
Indiana pumping up right now.
And Calqc
Never
from
mind.
behind the backboard nails one.
That was a Great shot. Fading away, spinning the opposite direction.
16-point lead. 17-15 left. Calqc has 13 to lead all scores.
See Magic Johnson and Ron Charles have him sandwiched in.
Basket is good. The foul is on Terry Donnelly.
There he is, Dick. Look at they have him sandwiched in completely. You just can't get him the ball. When he gets it, he's trying to force a little bit.
I think he should stay underneath like that and look for inside position. Let the other fellow shoot, because every time he gets a rebound, it'd be 2 points or possibly a three-point play.
Knicks unable to get the three-point play, but Heaton looking for a four-pointer. No foul. Indiana State fans unhappy. They wanted a whistle. Magic double team.
There's the trap you were talking about, Al, but men are going to be open like Terry Donnelly.
Here's a little guard, rarely shoots, averages 5-6 points a game, but when he's open, he's deadly.
He's the quarterback. He's steady. He does his job. Anything to win the game.
That zone is backed in inside the foul line area now, so Bird's really going to have problems.
Steve Reed has to take some step jumpers. He has to take the shot.
Heaton connects, and it's 46-32. 16 minutes left.
That's basically the same play we saw before, man, going up for the jumper. If he doesn't leave the floor, he's all right.
Donnelly's.
Ooh, okay, boy.
St. Louis, Missouri, averaging 6 points
Okay,
a game.
boy.
Has 8 tonight on 4 15-footers. Carl Nix, not there. Rebound, Berkeley.
That is a prime example of what people do when they see you popping off. Terry, or whatever his name is, hit like 4 jump shots, and that dude want to pull up and just pull up and shoot a jumper now. People do that in basketball, bro. Like if you dunking a ball, just slamming, don't be surprised if somebody on the opposite team just come down trying to dunk. People, it's like the NBA nowadays is a copycat league.
Didn't quite see the completion of the charge, but Calqc unable to get around Bird, who was taking. Here it is.
Here we see him trying to go Larry Bird.
And it definitely is a copycat league because you gotta look at it. Why every team want a center that can do everything? Back then, you just needed an inside center that can get boards and play defense at least. Now they want a center to be able to score, do everything, and damn near shoot threes now.
Carl Nix is open and hits.
Ooh.
He has an unorthodox shooting shot, and it turns his wrist.
But that shot's available.
You know, with a 16-point spread, I feel the momentum turning now for Indiana State. Let's see what happens.
Great passing by Michigan State. And
That's what makes the Magic so great. Instead of trying to penetrate in here when it's not available, hit the ball around to the free man.
Heaton from 18, and he can. Suddenly the pace quickens.
They've got to pick up all over the court, put more pressure on. Gamble on the double team. There it is. Up, he went back and over. That's it.
Court to the back. Awful lot of good pressure up here. Magic Johnson throws a very tough pass for Berkovich to have to handle right there.
At that end, too. Bird can't.
Time he went into the deep corner. That leaves Bird open under there against Jay Vincent. Puts it right up and he won it.
Dang, yeah, it's definitely a foul.
My ball, stay here.
Man, bro, you missing so many free
Fouls haven't hurt
throws.
them, but I still feel they're on the come.
50-37. Michigan State with 14 minutes plus remaining.
This full court pressure really did a good job against Arkansas.
Berkovich is open. Rebound, Staley, 44 of the Sycamores. Indiana State trying to cut into that big Michigan State advantage.
Next time down, Al, I think you can look for Judd Heathcote to try to get his team calmed down with a timeout.
I thought he would have done it the last time.
2 men on Bird, Johnson and Vincent. Nix off to Staley.
Hey!
And the foul is crazy. By Nix, now watch it right here. Staley just bangs into him, knocks him down.
I'd be on top of the bench. Situation.
But that's part of
Missed the free throw
momentum,
though.
getting the calls, and now they get a jump ball. Their turn. You're 33-0. You guys are.
Chat, one thing I noticed about old school hoops is that um jump ball calls get called so much now. Like for any 50-50 balls, jump ball, as it should be though. Because it's too many times nowadays where people just get possession.
The foul line, which is 43%. And a lot of those foul shots were the front end of a 1-on-1 in the first half.
Staley had that tip, but tipped it right into the hands of Michigan State. You notice who's getting the ball now. Magic Johnson bringing it up. They're clearing out for him. Johnson against Staley, double teamed as Nix Gamble. Look at him hustle back and get his man. Nick's a great athlete.
He's dazzling quick.
Michigan State gonna play with a little bit.
Who is you passing it to, bro?
I mean, so
With 4 fouls, 13 minutes left.
13 minutes left, chat. So that's third quarter.
Bob Heaton is short.
We at the end of the
And
third
he gets
quarter.
it back. Keys it to Bird. Bird.
Ooh.
Here comes your move.
yeah, here comes the flock.
Michigan State definitely rattled now. And they're looking for another offensive weapon. You know what?
They doubling, bro.
Calqc on the bench. They don't have another scorer ready. Rebound, Larry Bird. Michigan State's 16-point lead has been whittled to 9.
Magic might have got away with a charge that time. But Michigan State's a great ball club. They're rallying back too. But I think Indiana State still has the momentum.
Reed.
Good boy, Bird.
Ron Charles with a tussling down. We'll see the good foul. Outgoing defensive forward.
Not free
You can feel the
throws?
confidence level really picking up for Indiana State too,
That's
particularly
crazy.
from the
Look at that
outside.
couple free throws.
Reed and Heaton are trying to get that ball up.
There's 5 personal fouls on Michigan State, 1 on Indiana State.
Indiana State's playing the man-to-man pressure. Larry Bird clears it
Good
out.
pass. One more.
Nix. Oh, what a play! And he is fouled by penetration. His balance. Great. Okay, miss again. 7 for 16 from the line, and a lot of those the front end of 1-and-1. I'm going to give you a question here, fellas, that Judd Heathcote's got to be thinking about. Greg Calqc, he can't let it get down too much more without bringing him
Come on,
back in.
bro.
2 more critical misses on the free throw line.
All these
by
missed free
Indiana State.
throws, bro. It's just way too many.
At the 11.5-minute mark, Indiana State is in the 1-and-1.
Foul on Bird. No, Nix gets the foul. Really likes Steve Calqc. Johnson maneuvering. Hits the little
Ooh.
easy 5-foot. Be able to play both the guard and the forward spot. Both Johnson and Bird each with 14 to lead their respective teams. 11 minutes, 15 seconds left. Michigan State with an 11-point lead. Heaton and a foul. Bird going for the offensive
Bird on the
rebound. We've
glass.
seen him game after game now. We're going to see him. Watch him roll right now on Jay Vincent. As soon as he feels it going, there goes the roll.
Whoa.
He gets fouled across the head, but it gets him his position. Now he's going up for it, and there's the foul. And
Come on,
Vincent
Russ.
now
You gotta
has
call
4
up.
fouls. That forces Judd Heathcote to go to the bench. And number 35, Robert Gonzalez, a freshman, will come in for Vincent.
All right, there's 11-point spread. There's over 11 minutes left. There's a lifetime. We got ourselves a good game here.
Look at those shooting percentages.
37?
37% from the foul line. Now they're into 1-and-1. It's really going to be important. Bird makes it a
That seems
10-point
wild,
ball
bro.
game.
37% is
Bird
crazy.
shoots 84% from the line on the year. It looks like Larry's satisfied to stay in the low post now, too, and start to go for offensive rebounds. Bird makes 1 out of 2.
Bird missing many already.
Nix, what an interception by Nix.
Super play. Nix.
10-point lead for Michigan State.
Larry Bird just staying down low, looking for offensive rebound.
Nix, he made the play. He earned the bucket.
Last year, Indiana State lost 9 games. This year, they got Carl Nix and haven't lost any.
What I am impressed with that the Sycamores are not afraid to challenge Ervin Johnson. And there's a turn-up play, but I don't believe it was a walk. Here's that defensive play by Nix. Look at that steal.
He's just a top-notch athlete.
Looked like a shortstop.
A basket here would pull Indiana State to within 6.
And here comes Calqc off the bench. It's something Judd Heathcote just has to do.
Bird, 52 to 46, and Indiana State has cut 10 points off that 16-point Spartan advantage.
Judd Heathcote may have to call another timeout to get Calqc in the game. If there's no stopping the action here, he just has to have another offensive threat.
Miley's doing a good job on Magic. Magic's trying to post him up.
Markovich.
Magic's trying to do it all.
I wonder why Magic is wearing number 23. Did Kareem? You know what? Let's look it up. It's because Kareem wore 33. Because I'm like, he went to 32. Kareem. Okay, got it. All right, it makes sense.
Oh, well, he can't be the man to make the play and also be the scorer.
I think he can do it all.
There he goes.
He misses. Look at Bird. He wanted that rebound. And Indiana State fans come to their feet.
As Indiana State lost their composure in the first half, Michigan State has now lost their composure. They need the senior. They need Calqc in there.
9.5 minutes left.
Reed's got it.
Out there. Heaton can't save it, and Donlin comes up with a rebound. Heathcote motioning to Johnson what he wants him to do offensively.
He wants a clear out for him down in low.
But they're floating off the weak side and blocking up the red mark on the court there.
Well, you notice they got 3 men on one side to try to get Magic free for a one-on-one move.
I feel they want to get the ball right where it is now to Charles.
Michigan State leading by 6, 8:45 left.
Offense. Nope. Now is going to be an important time. Shoulder down.
He reacts quickly.
Michigan State taking advantage of its charity opportunities. Oh, missed by Johnson. So it's 53-46.
A lot of missed free throws. It might be nerves, though. They could be nervous, man. They are college kids, right?
Championship of the NCAA. Best college team in the country.
Minutes.
Bob Heaton, not there, and Donley in the right spot again for Michigan State. He's played a solid game, 10 points, he has about 5 rebounds.
Now we're going to see a little different situation on offense with Calqc in the game. Bird is going to be guarding him.
They're spreading out. They want to catch Greg Calqc with the ball, try to get a foul on Bird.
Ervin Johnson scores.
He just cooked them.
55-46 Michigan State.
Pulls up and takes it off the wrong
All
foot.
right, let me see the long stride he has right here, Billy.
All right, watch it. Boom.
Boom, boom.
No, never use.
Stride he has right here, Billy.
All right, watch it.
I'm going to break this move down. Oh, slow it all the way down. Oh! Oh! Is that Larry Bird he just fried? No, y'all don't see the fake. Look at this. Oh! I gotta start slowing some of they plays down. I ain't gonna lie.
Larry Bird, not there. Oh, what a tip by Leroy Staley, his first basket of the game.
Press is really doing the job, too. Michigan State goes primarily with 5-6 guys.
There's Calqc. He can't hit it. Nix rebounding for the Sycamores, who trail
This
by
is
7
crazy,
with
man.
7.5 minutes left.
Indiana State is still sitting back in their 2-3 zone, doing a good job.
Oh, good fake.
Nix inside, can't hit. Bird
Good
rebounds.
work. Good board.
And scores.
Ah.
There's a big play.
He's a little bit
Man.
off balance.
And a You think he's not tired? Great rebound, though. Just keeping the ball active. He was falling backwards. Had a hard time putting that up. There's Magic with a rebound. Here comes the foul. Pretty good shoulder block.
Magic is playing his heart out. When you see a ball player put his hands on his hips, that means he's tired. When he doesn't have the ball, he can rest them on his hips.
Bird intercepts and
Oh, good
saves it.
idea.
Nope, he was on the sideline. And he would have made a great blind pass to a teammate. I think he has an extra eye someplace.
Bill Hodges going to the press is what brought him back, changed the momentum of the game. Of course, Calqc was out of there for a long period of time.
Magic Johnson, he has 17 points. Larry Bird has 17. Oh, Charles with a good save.
Well, that was good. Good save is right, Dick. Real tough catch.
Calqc with Bird.
He has to be careful about driving, too, because with the 4 fouls, he picked up the offensive guard.
They're going to isolate Calqc. He'll take Bird. There he goes.
And he hits it. He yelled short. Calqc didn't think that was going in, but he got a kind bounce.
He lost
Calqc
his
been
shoe.
hooping, man.
Now we got another shoes coming for Michigan State. Trying to get it back on, but it's not on yet.
Timeout. Spartans.
Bill Hodges called the timeout. Allows Calqc to get his shoe back on, but I know it wasn't for that reason.
The score, Michigan State 68, 57, Indiana State 48. We return to our studios for this message.
Must have a couple anyway.
If Indiana State doesn't score this time, the next...
Because Calqc with those foul situations, it helped move that clock down a little for him.
Fourth quarter, Chad.
Ron Charles is the man hawking Bird most of the time in that zone. Now Ervin Johnson has him.
Good pass.
Carl Nix, son of a Baptist minister from Chicago, rattles in another bucket. He has 15. Less than 6 minutes left.
Still running their offense. Indiana State having a hard time keeping that ball away from Magic. He comes out and beats it so well.
He easily evades the steal try by Staley.
Carl Nix will double team the first chance he gets.
Berkovich, a good reverse on the dribble, and to Calqc, knocked away by Bird, and saved by Ron Charles.
Second great pair of hands on Charles in the last 30 seconds. Saved 2 balls from going out of bounds.
7 points, Spartan lead, trying to run out that clock now, and here goes Johnson.
Ooh!
Number 30 of Indiana State, Bob Heaton, he can't believe it.
Good backdoor move. Had it spread out fairly well. And everybody expected Johnson to come to the ball. Goes backdoor. Here he is. He's expected Johnson to come to the ball.
My boy Magic. Ooh. And y'all know I ain't even been reacting to. Aw, man. Brother. Oh my God, bro. Magic. Oh my goodness. This could get framed. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's still up there. Look at Bird. I know Bird. That's crazy.
Waiting on him when we get back to that call. A man up in the air has to have room to come down.
Nah, Magic, you got it,
Looking
bro.
for the three-point play, and the bench for the Indiana State Sycamore showing more emotion now than we've seen any time in the
The
tournament.
reason for it, Dick, they're calling it another 2-shot foul, saying the man was cut. Now, that's a referee's interpretation. I don't think that he maliciously cut him out from underneath, but the rule states that an airborne man, you cannot step in underneath him.
That's the second time they call it today, Billy. They called it at the top of the program. They call it now. It's a very difficult call, unless you've been calling it all year. to start calling this a championship game, I don't think it's right.
I gotta buy that. We've seen it all year, isn't it? We've seen it twice tonight. Well, we had one in the game in the semifinals, a definite cut, and that was not called. 21 points for Magic Johnson, a 4-point play, and Michigan State has an 11-point lead. Bird hits a short leg. Boy, a lot of heart out here in the part of both of these ball clubs right now. Clock becomes a factor. 19 points for Bird. It's off the bench. Here we go. Bye, Al. Well officiated. Now they're doing the
ref might have been at the wrong angle, but they've been going both ways with the calls. When they're incompetent, they're being consistently incompetent, which isn't too bad.
That's a little strong, Al. Here's the spread out a little bit. In the catbird seat, 4.5 minutes to go, and the Spartans have a big 11-point lead. They get 9 points. And they got a spread offense going right now. This is not their normal offense.
Timeout.
Now, definitely a spread offense now. Magic tough to handle in this. He meets the ball so well. They keep Calqc and Charles low and let Berkovich and Johnson work outside. Donnelly just kind of stays out of the way. To say any expert there.
Yeah.
Jump bro. Chad, what did I tell y'all? What was the call? I'm going back.
And let Berkovich and Johnson work outside. Donnelly just kind of stays out of the way. 5 seconds. Jump ball. Miley and Johnson.
5 seconds.
Across the midcourt line on his dribble, therefore he'd get another 5 seconds to go.
Be careful of a tee, Judd.
Talking to the expert there.
I ain't doing good. I ain't too bad.
Talking to the expert there.
Yeah.
I treat you good. I treat you well. Hey, one day, chat. I'm gonna just do something different from basketball, and I'm gonna react to some TikToks or something, bro. I just need one day. I just gotta react to some funny videos, bro. I might recommend that show y'all that Wiz Khalifa video if y'all ain't checked that out already. Most of y'all probably already saw it. That video still look funny to me.
4 on Charles. Vincent, Charles, Calqc, all with 4 for Michigan State. Johnson picked up 3 in the first half. Is clean the second half.
Larry Bird really hasn't had a shot blocked tonight, but he's had a lot of shots altered by real good defense inside. Charles doing a good job. Calqc,
More shots. You got to put him over the front rim.
It drops home. He is 2 for 5 tonight. 16 points for Knicks.
That one was a crier. It bounced all around the rim.
61-54, Michigan State.
it's amazing how Johnson comes back to the ball and meets it so well.
Well, good defense, Bird.
He just reached out a knee hook and grabbed that one.
Good head fake on Bird. Berkovich thought he was going to stay inside. He went outside.
Steve Reed from 20 is short. Bird keeps it alive. Gilbert, foul, Charles. Ron Charles, 5th personal foul. He is disqualified.
Boy, did Gilbert get up in the air that time. The odds are he will not make this first foul shot, but let's see.
Larry Bird really upset with himself. The ball slipped right out of his hand. Here we're going to go see him battling for the rebound. I said his shots have been altered tonight. He recognizes. Look at how high up he put that ball. Here comes Gilbert. Head almost equal to the rim. Takes it up. Gets fouled on the way up.
Charles leaves with 7 points. He contributed with some key baskets and key saves. And Jay Vincent, limping, number 31, returns for the Spartans. He has 4 fouls.
Here's that head fake by Bird. They thought he was going to stay inside. Faked a little bit. Good hands on the outside.
He looked like a professional ping pong player there. The way he
Great
got that
defense
ball.
by Bird.
Hey, Dick, you really hit
Very
it on the head
stupid.
when you said Jay Vincent limped in. I think that leg probably wearing down a little bit on him, and he can hardly run down the floor. Look at him.
You still have to shoot free throws. It's still 15 feet away, and all legs And Indiana State has not been able to hit their charities, and that's the difference in this game.
Again, that was a 1-and-1, Dick.
Spartans running down the clock, 3:05, 3:04, 3:03. They lead by 7.
Good pass. Forced the defense to run all the way across the court.
Now earlier, Calqc would have driven with that ball. That's not the intent. Here comes Magic.
It looks like they're going into a complete freeze.
Nix got a piece of the wrist of Berkovich. And for Carl Nix, he leaves the game with 5. And that is telecast tonight. Brady Sullivan immediately. He'll be back.
2:43.
Rich Nemchuk on telecast, and that will be followed by the NBC News special on the Mideast Peace Treaty. Oh, rare miss by Berkovich.
Big break for Indiana.
Bird gotta have like 10 boards by now.
Larry Bird way outside, can't hit. Great rebound by Calqc. What a rebound.
And you can hear Magic hollering in the back. Greg, Greg, and he spotted him just with the sound as opposed to visual.
Turnover, Donnelly.
And Donnelly got caught high with the ball.
We pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC television network. Bob Heaton with an air ball. So Indiana State, everyone trying so hard, but the pressure all on the shoulders of the Sycamores. 2 minutes left. Build up in 5, but Michigan State leads by 7, and only 2 minutes left. And its opportunities.
For you, they've had to miss at least 3 or 4.
Berkovich, 9 seconds of Michigan University.
The best they did was years ago when North Carolina, led by Frank McGuire, beat them in triple overtime.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. This probably is like, dang, hold on, my stuff chopping. Is we good? Yeah, we good. What I was gonna say, bro? Um, this basketball game has probably been the most missed free throws I have ever saw like in the game, bro. It's still a great game though. Not taking away from how great the game is, but that's just something I noticed.
He has not thrown the ball away at all tonight. He hadn't had a chance to make spectacular passes.
Foul out of desperation by Reed of Indiana State, his second.
They've got to foul somebody, but all the guys out there handling the ball can shoot these fouls. But here we see the play. Inside. Alex Gilbert has it right where he'd love to have it. Magic comes down over the top, just strips him of the ball.
Sleight of hand by the Magic Man.
Yep, he has Houdini hands.
Real good free throw shooters in the game right now, handling that ball for Michigan State.
The Spartans now lead by 9.
Young heroes when this game started. Terry Donnelly's been a man, hit some big clutch shots.
Yeah, those 4 shots from the outside were just at the right time.
1:26 left. Sycamores have to score and score in a hurry. Nemchuk banks it in, his first basket. And 1:17 left.
Jay Vincent can hardly walk out here. That leg is really bothering him.
To get the ball to the man, they want to be in control. Ervin Johnson.
No one should feel sad for Indiana State if they don't win. They've done a magnificent job. They're a great ball club.
Foul is on. Keep the smile.
One before he makes any substitutions.
Donnelly now has
Another time.
Indiana State. State leads by 9. Reed hit.
Called time.
Larry had an ass tremendous.
Down 7.
Fair tonight.
I mean, look good and all, but let's be real. They down 7 and more than likely lost. Dang, Magic. You out here winning chips, going to the NBA, winning chips. Man.
Long pass to Calqc. The
Ooh.
corner draw. Michigan State now starts to celebrate.
Ooh.
Tremendous collision at midcourt.
I think I'm
take the
skipping too
gamble out for
much.
that steal to allow the
Oh, come
Michigan
on.
State spot.
Johnson wins 5,000 in this championship
I ain't
game.
I ain't skipping too much. We
Very few
good.
can argue that that sophomore. I said today, someone asked me if I could put a name on the back of his uniform, I would write joy. The joy for this game, the joy that he has brought his fans and anyone who loves basketball.
As Joe said, he's the best ball player in the country, pro, college, or high school.
Mm.
Reed comes back to hit two from
Up the ball, at the isn't that more?
19.
Well, got the national champ.
Is out saying, much for one.
Well, as I said earlier in the show, the third man in the ring was the deciding factor, Greg Calqc.
New evolution of the game. The big
Thinking back to last year when Kentucky went all the way through, this Michigan State team was a year younger, but they almost knocked off the Kentucky Wildcats last year in that regional.
Kentucky beat them by only 3, 52-49.
I also want to thank Larry Bird
Good
for
pass.
giving us so many thrills this year,
Yeah.
being a perfect gentleman.
Gilbert has his scored point 18 seconds. John before
Potential.
did it.
It's their life. There's 15 seconds
No,
left.
they're
No,
getting
he's
him.
not.
They're getting him.
No, he's got 15 seconds. Let's see if we can catch a smile.
12, 11. Oh,
Mm.
that Reed has hit 3 long.
Oh, there's the pass.
Look at Johnson. It's all over. Michigan State University, national
So,
champions, 1979. And Larry Bird, a great star, congratulates the victors.
Dick, I enjoyed working with you and Billy.
Same
It's
here,
their
gang.
ball.
Ervin
Alright.
Johnson.
Alright, man. 1979, man. Now what we finna do is check the box score real quick. I know y'all be requesting, check the box score, check the stats. Do a little overview with us. So we gonna do that real quick. We got Michigan State versus Indiana State. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to move to this side. Running back. Sports reference. And no, I'm not turning my fucking, excuse my language. No, I'm not turning my ad blocker off. Um, Magic, 8 for 15, 24 points, 5 assists, 7 boards, 6 turnovers, but still won the chip, 10 free throws. Got to that line. Kelsler. Kelser, 19 points, 9 assists, 8 okay. And Donnelly Terry, 15, nice. But other than that, them three pretty much was cooking. Terry was shooting that thing. Magic was just balling, and Kelso was balling. Um, Bird had 19 points, 13. See, I knew he had at least 10. I'm like, this dude was snagging. Bird had 19 points, 13 rebounds, 5 steals. Man, that's insane. Wow. And he had a block. 7 for 21. 33% isn't a great field goal percentage, but he did what he had and what he could do. A lot of close shots missed, 5 for 8 from the free throw. He could have probably made like 1 or 2 more to get 21, maybe. But he still played good, bro. I'll take 19 and 13 with 5 steals, 6 turnovers. Bro, that's just unbelievable. Carl Nick, 17. Bob Heaton, 10 points. Steve Reed, 8. Other than that, though, like really nobody besides Carl Nicks really put up some heavy numbers. Like 10% of that at least. Like we get like 400 thumbs. That'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But also subscribe because we got 5,000 subscribers and we trying to double it to 10.